Good morning and welcome to the second day of Moons over Missouri. I'm your host, Teresa Fowler, along with my twin sister coming from Lebanon, Missouri, Rhonda Trout.
Good morning, everybody.
How are you doing this
I'm doing
morning?
good. I'm working on my third cup of coffee, I think.
Yeah, I think I'm on my third cup too. I'm out of creamer though.
Oh, well, that sucks.
Mm-hmm. The topics we're going to discuss today are global warming, what our opinions are on that, a skateboarding cop, and the Chinese ban on matches to combat violence.
What the hell?
I know.
I saw that. It's like, what are these people thinking?
They think that by banning matches that no fires will be made, no bombs can be lit.
Yeah, let me read this to our audience because it's hilarious. And you know the video will probably come on, and I'll try and catch it before it starts. This is Beijing, a city in China's violence-prone far western region of Xinjiang, has banned matches and destroyed more than 20,000 boxes of them as part of efforts to fight terror attacks, a state-run newspaper said. Fukang, I love these words, which sits near regional capital Urumqi, decided to remove all matches from circulation to ensure they are not used by terrorist groups or individual extremists to carry out criminal activities. Now I'm going to stop right there. And let's talk about this anymore. You are a terrorist in China. And I'm going to use dude because that's the only persona I can think of. It's like, dude, we can't use matches. They're outlaws. But they forgot my back. So what kind of terrorist attack can you use with a match? A Molotov cocktail? Seriously? I mean,
fireworks? What
are you going to do with all the matches in the world? You know, so some of these people cook with gas. Can you imagine trying to start a gas stove with a Bic? I mean,
well, if you get those candle lighters, you know, those are dangerous too.
Yes, they are. They can start bombs just as well as anybody. You know, like those cartoon bombs with the fuse. Dude, give me a match. I'm sorry, but you know we're not allowed to use those matches anymore. But here's my Bic lighter. Go do it, dude.
Hey, I had some flint and rock. We can start a fire that way.
Yeah, or we can use the Boy Scout way with the stick and the moss.
The Chinese people, God love them, and I do. They are wonderful people and wonderful culture. But their government, some of the things they come out with seem so infantile compared to, you know, like the British government and the American government, the Canadian government. They seem like...
Yeah, but I get British humor. But, you know, we can't really be blasting governments because ours is so corrupt it's unreal.
Yeah, that's true.
Don't even get me started. I don't want the FBI listening in.
Hey, the FBI is welcome to listen in. They can click on and ask their questions, and we'll answer them.
Yeah, I can see it now. Mr. President, have you been watching this new radio show called Moons over Missouri? These women, I don't know. I think they're suspect.
That's funny.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah.
You know, we got to thank Bitstrips for that one.
Yes, Bitstrips. Love you. Bitstrips.com. You can find them also on Facebook. You'll love what you can do with them.
Oh, yes.
So what do you think about this cool weather we have this morning?
It's amazing. You know, Sunday I went to work. It was well into the 90s. You know, I have to be at work by 5 o'clock. We get off at 5 o'clock in the evening, and it's like in the 70s. There's clouds everywhere. There's a real nice breeze. It's like, ah. Then this morning I wake up, it was 56 degrees. Yep. This is, you know, almost the end of July.
Mid-month, actually.
Yeah, that's what I said.
It's unheard of to have these kind of things in July.
So it's supposed to be this way most of the week.
Yeah.
So I'm
Well,
going
it's
to
not
enjoy
just
it while we
happening here,
can.
though. Did you see what happened in Russia?
Yes, I
Did you see what
did.
happened in Russia?
Yes, I did. What
Go
is
ahead
it?
and read that article.
Okay, let me go find it. I don't have that one brought up yet. I'm going to get rid of that one. Anyway, to sum it up, these Russians are at the beach. You know,
Yep.
they're having a good time drinking their vodka and laying out in the sun. And the
In the
next thing you
water.
know, the temperature drops from 106 to like the 70s, and this golf ball hail comes down and starts pelting everybody. Here it
Yep.
is. Russian beachgoers surprised by deadly sudden hailstorm. Now, there is a sad story attached to this, Teresa, so gird your loins.
Gird my
So,
loins.
yes, the landscape of Siberia conjures up snow or other harsh weather imagery. In the heat of summer, Mother Nature concocted freaky whiteout conditions and driving hail. Over the weekend, the temperature dropped dramatically from 41 to 22 degrees Celsius. That's 106 to 70 degrees Fahrenheit in a matter of minutes. And if you watch the video YouTube show, oh, I got to turn that off.
Yep.
No,
You see
I
them
don't
running
want to
out of
hear
the
that.
water.
There we go. Anyway,
Running out of the water, running
yes,
under the
size,
umbrella bench.
yes, hail the size of golf ball or hen eggs crashed onto a beach, and in Novosibirsk, a pelting bewildered Russian beachgoers make them run for cover. So you see a picture of all these Russians hiding underneath this metal umbrella. And there's this one poor guy, he's huddled under a thin towel on the beach like that's going to protect him.
Yes, that was the funny part.
And then, here's the sad part. It was really deadly, and the local media reported that 2 and 3-year-old twins died after a tree collapsed.
Yes.
But you'll see pictures of all these cars. I think another, well, here in the United States, there was a hailstorm, and you can see all these big holes in car windows and stuff, and smashed windows, and homes.
Right.
The outer facade is just ripped to shreds. So what's going on
Mother
here
Nature is
in the
very
world?
unpredictable.
Yeah. So is it global warming?
Yeah. Is it global warming?
Yeah. And last year we had record highs. And we didn't have air conditioning. My husband and I, we drive a Chevy S10, and we drove from Missouri all the way to Kansas. And without air, we had the windows going, even with the wind blowing in from the speed we were at. It was unbelievable. We about died. We had to stop and get drinks all the time.
Yeah.
So here it is. We've got a wet summer. Everything is blooming. The farmers are happy. And then this cool weather comes in. Come on, guys. It's July. I want to enjoy my summer.
Mm. Well, the good thing about it is it's only cool it cools down at night, and it's cool the first part of the morning, and then it's supposed to warm up to 75, 78. That's going on until Thursday. So it's not going to be like a month long or 2 months long, and that's what the argument's going to be. Oh, it's not global warming. It's just this cool front coming down from Canada, and blah 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 blah. It's not global warming. It's global warming. We got ice sheets that are melting. You've got glaciers that are retreating.
Oh yes.
The
Oh yes.
polar bears are drowning because they can't, either drowning or they're stuck on the shore if they don't get out there long enough.
Yeah.
And they're
Because
starving.
they can't swim for very long. They're heavy creatures.
Mm-hmm.
So,
even that fur gets watered down.
So I just want to enjoy my summer. I've got your daughter living with me. I want to go to the beach. I want to go to Silver Dollar City. Fun stuff like that.
Yes. I want to go too.
Okay. There we go. Yeah. Okay. So what do you think about this skateboard cop?
Oh, I'm still trying to figure that out, how exactly effective that would be. Yes, he can get into areas where the kids are on the skateboard park. He can get into other areas that his vehicle can't. But I can't see him, stop in the name of the law while he's on this skateboard while this guy's running from him.
I don't think that's his intent. I think his intent is to get to know his community, and this is a great way to break the ice, because people stop him and they want to take selfies. So let me pull that article up for you. And a Green Bay police officer is taken to the streets to fight crime, but on a different set of wheels. Meet the world's first skateboarding cop, Officer Joel Zwicky. I hope I pronounced that right. I think I did. He started his skate patrols in March and has already become a fixture in his community and now throughout the world. The 10-year veteran says he's just thankful the police chief okayed the idea and got him out of his patrol car. Now, I think more cops will do that because some of our cops, you know, they're a little hefty there in the middle. And so it says here that the board allows him access to places he's otherwise be unable to patrol. He hopes other departments across the country will implement skateboards as a way to patrol if, of course, their officers are rad enough. Who the hell uses the word rad?
Yeah, they're trying to use the terminology that's like so last year.
Isn't that 80s?
Hey, did you look at a skateboard?
Yes, I did.
Did you look at a skateboard?
Lights.
Yes, a little police light in the front, and I think it's a siren in the front. I wasn't real sure. It's so damn cute.
Yeah, he's cute too.
Yeah, he was a good-looking cop. We need to, all these stories that we're doing today, you can find them on our Facebook page, and we will be posting on the Google page as well. If you have any opinions about the stories we have, you know, feel free to leave a message, and we will reply to you.
Yes. Let's give them to the web link. It's facebook.com/groups Moons Over Missouri. You will find all our websites there. Be sure and like our page and become a member of our community so we can talk and you can give us ideas of current events that you'd like for us to talk about.
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and give them the Google page too?
Oh, yeah, well, I haven't brought that up.
No, well, do so.
Okay. You chat and I'll answer.
Okay. Meanwhile, here I am. I'm all gussied up for our second show, and I'm normally not like this. I even got lipstick on.
I know. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah. I didn't put the hairspray on this time, though. I decided to just go with it. But the trends out there makeup-wise, and oh, we've got a message on our chat.
Oh, we do? What does it say?
Oh, it's Morgana Gray, our mentor from Gray Matters. Thank you for putting in. You can also see Morgana Gray and her show
Gray Matters.
Yeah, Gray Matters. You go to www.wmdgdarkgoddess.com. But getting back to the makeup, so here we're putting it on, and we got discussing about women and their eyebrows.
Oh yes. Oh my God. Some of the eyebrows I've seen.
I don't know where this trend came from. Yeah. You shave off your original eyebrow, and then you put your eyebrows way up here like Ronald McDonald's. So,
yeah, right.
So either you've
got. I push my eyebrows up like this.
So either they've got that perpetual surprised look, or they've got the Burt look. You know, from Sesame Street. You know, they got this real thick thing here.
Oh
and then
my God, the unibrow. What is up with that?
You know, if you want a unibrow, let your eyebrows grow out, girls. With that pencil stuff, you're not fooling nobody. You look ridiculous.
No. You know, you want to look like a woman, but you want to be an individualist. I understand that. But to put these eyebrows on that are beyond ridiculous and way up high where your eyebrows aren't supposed to be, I mean, unless you're in an action movie like Avatar, you know, that's great. But don't do it in public. Have some decorum. Unfortunately, for the link to my Google page, it doesn't have Moons Over Missouri. I have to fix the URL. But this website for Moons Over Missouri on the Google page is also on our Facebook page. And once again, it's facebook.com/groups/Moons Over Missouri. And please spell it right. MISSOURI. Go ahead.
No, I have to drink my coffee. I'm parched.
Oh, okay, yes, we'll do that together.
Mm. Too early. It's only 9:14.
Yes, I know.
Mm.
Everybody, we have a mantra at the end of our show, and we'll give your first clue. We'll show our coffee mugs, or say the first line of "I like coffee cold, hot." Excuse me, I always get those two mixed up. And
Yes,
we'd
get it
like
right.
you to repeat the mantra with us. And around 8:30, we'll tell you, go over it with us. And if you get it, just come on and say it with us, and raise your coffee cups. And at the end, we'll make a big, loud slurp as we drink our coffee. It'll be fun. You'll like it.
Just be careful that you don't choke like I did in practice. I mean, I had snot coming out of my nose, my lipstick was smeared, and I was sitting there coughing off camera.
TMI, yes. TMI.
Right, I'm real as it gets,
I know, it's like, breathe, Teresa, breathe.
I can't breathe, there's a bubble of coffee in my throat.
Now, if you're not, it doesn't matter. Lift any drink that you have, or even pretend, the little Mountain Dew thing, and just say it with us. Because basically this is a morning show. We drink copious amount of coffee.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll probably have that discussion of...
Got your train of thought? If you're not a coffee drinker, lift your teacup, lift your beer, whatever you drink. You got a shot of whiskey or something, lift it up and say it with us. You can change the words if you want to. I like my vodka hot. I like my vodka cold. I like my vodka in the pot.
In Russian, that'd be great.
Hot vodka. Ew.
Well, I don't think I've even had vodka before.
Probably not.
Now, that'd be the idea for a show, is to have different things that we haven't tried. And can we drink them on the air?
Why not? We're not consigned to the to bosses. We are the bosses.
That's right. That's right. Yes. So we're going to drink on the air one morning instead of our coffee.
Let's have Jaeger bombs. We'll be up all day. I introduced you to the Jaeger bombs, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You did.
There's this bar outside Dixon on the outskirts called Shaky J's. And it's a small little place where you can have karaoke, you can do the Cupid Shuffle on the board, mess around with the DJ, and they have these notebooks where you can pick out songs what you want. And Teresa doesn't normally go out drinking, but when I was still living in Dixon, it's okay, I'm on good medication. I want to have fun.
I'm on drugs. I feel much better now.
And I said, have you ever had a Jaeger bomb before? She goes, no. She was hooked.
Yep.
Yeah, let's have another one of those.
Yeah. Shaky J's also has pool tables. It's got the dart boards, and during this hot weather, they've got that big back outdoors. Two canopies and a stage. Yes, the beer garden. I haven't been there in a while.
They used to have a really good cook.
Yeah, he's in St. Louis now. I miss him.
So I have a favorite drink. It's called the mudslide.
The best food.
Yes, he did. His pork steak was amazing. But anyway, I have this favorite drink called a mudslide. It's got Kahlua, it's got ice cream, it's got whipped topping with sprinkles and a cherry, and Kahlua. I love Kahlua. So when you go to our page, go in the comments section and let us know what your favorite drink is. If you have a recipe, that'd be great too. Let's share our favorite drinks and have fun with it. We'll even mix one up and drink it on the air. Won't that be fun? We get drunk on the air. It's a good thing I put this show at 18 plus.
And if you're not 18 and you're watching this show,
you better
naughty. Aren't you supposed to be in school?
Well, it's summertime. No looking over mom's shoulder or dad's shoulder or grandma's shoulder. Go outside and play. Put your video games away.
And play what? There's nothing to do in town. There's no arcades.
When we were kids, we played all kinds of games. There was Red Rover.
Yes.
We played tetherball. We
Yes.
played Bulldog Rummy,
Yes.
Red Light, Green Light. That was awesome. You know, we lived in Bad Tolz, Germany, and all of us kids played together. We had the little ones playing with the big ones. It was a lot of fun. And of course, you know, sometimes the big kids are snots, and I'd go home and repeat a word I've heard. You know, it always was the big kids said this, or the big kids did that.
Yeah.
That was the culture we lived in, you know. We looked up to the older kids. We wanted to do what they were doing. We learned different phrases. Like, for example,
Colorful language.
yeah, I had this younger boy, I don't know, I think he was older than me by maybe 1 or 2 years. And they used to call us Twinner because they could never remember which was which. I don't know.
Hated that.
I don't think we look anything like twins anymore. Anyway, I digress. So he says, "Hey, Twinner, are you a homosexual or are you a Homo sapien?" Now, I had just learned about Homo sapiens in school. Thank God. I think maybe I was 8, 9 years old. And I go, you know I'm a Homo sapien, but I don't know what a homosexual is, and I am not that. So later that day, I'm at the dinner table, Mom and Dad and Teresa, and I don't know if Oma Keel lived with us at the time, and I go, "Dad, what's a homosexual? Where did you hear that word?" And you know, I gave the boy's name. I don't know if Dad ever called his dad and reported him, but this boy was a thorn in my side.
Michael Cepeda?
Yeah, Michael Cepeda. No, let's not name names.
Why not? I would love to get a hold of some of those kids again and say, "Hey, do you remember when you were such a snot to us when we were kids?
Come here, I want to punch you out for old time's sakes." But so, you know, the big kids, the other kids, we reported on each other all the time. It was our culture. It was our daytime, our community. And believe it or not, we didn't think about it back then, but we were a tight community. Because, you know, we lived at Bad Tolz. It was the Flint Concern. We had the Green Berets. We used to watch the guys propel out of helicopters. Oh, good memories.
Yeah.
But anyway, go outside, play some games, make one up. Now I have my favorite, swinging statues. Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember swinging statues. But the person did. One person would be it, and you would take your friends and you would swing them, and then you'd let go, and whatever place they fell.
Yeah, you place their feet on the ground first. Just don't let them go mid-flight.
Yeah.
And we used to ask them, do you want salt or do you want pepper? Now, salt was slow, and pepper was really fast. And the only bad thing about being it and swinging your friends around is that you'd get dizzy, too. So you could swing them around by their wrists, or you could grab one wrist and one ankle and swing them around. Now, the little kids loved that. We used to play that a lot with the little kids as we got older.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, they'd stumble, and then they have to freeze in whatever spot they fall. And then, I think we had...
Right. And then one person would be the buyer.
Yes.
One would pierce the buyer, and he would have to choose them. As soon as you touch them, they would move.
They would have to act.
Yeah, you'd have to act out something. And then you'd have to catch them and turn them off, and then you decide who you wanted to buy.
I don't even know where that game came from.
I don't either.
Made it up.
No, my favorite was Crack the Whip.
Oh, my God. We had so much fun with that.
Yeah, everyone's joined hands, and there's a leader, and you start running with this whole line of kids, and you go in and out, and you watch people just go flying off the end. You know, especially the
it was
little ones.
fun when the big kids were the leaders.
Yes.
And we would squeeze our partner's hands so hard, determined that we wouldn't fall off.
Yes, yes.
And those big kids, man, they could be mean sometimes.
No, of course, the kids.
Because they yank you hard and they run fast.
They don't know their own strength. Yeah, that's true. Good times.
Bulldog. That's a weird game. I don't know if many people know that game. If I remember correctly, we had two people who were it, and they would throw a ball between themselves as we run through. Or maybe that was just rummy. Bulldog rummy is something else. So you're running through between these two people. You know, they're a good space apart from each other, And the goal is to hit whoever's running through. So if they hit you, let's say in your right leg, you can't use that leg the next time you run through. And I think you're out when you get hit in the head. I can't remember. What about you?
I think the game that you got mixed up is Red Rummy, where you got two lines of kids. They're all holding hands.
No, that's Red Rover.
Oh, is it Red Rover?
Yeah.
See, it's been so long I can't remember some of the names. But anyway, all the kids are holding hands. You got two lines of them and a good distance between them. And then one person would call somebody from the other one. It would be Red Rover, send Thomas so-and-so right over. And they're supposed to run and break through the chain. If they break the chain, they take the person that's closest to them and take them over to their line. If you don't break the chain, then you join that line.
That's right. I always get that backwards.
Yeah. Good times, man.
You know, and it helps to know who your playmates are. If you're playing Red Rover and you don't know somebody's name, it's like, Red Rover, send the kid with the spotted pants over.
Yeah.
You okay? Yeah, don't choke on that coffee. Honey.
Yeah.
Swallow first
No,
and then laugh.
I can choke on my own spit, girl.
Yeah, don't even get me started on that. It sucks getting old.
We're only 48. We're not even in middle age yet.
I don't know. You know, I look in the mirror, you know, doll myself up, and I love the crow's feet, your smile lines. And then, I don't know if you can see it, there's this there's this one wrinkle right here. I said, oh man, I need a collagen shot or something.
Actually, I like our crow's feet, and I like our lines, because you see the celebrities with their Botox injections, you know, and they either look like, you know, cat eyes or the what's your right face? Or looks so
big lips. They showed a picture on Facebook. This woman's lips were so big, she looks like a bamboo's ass. It was hilarious. Can you imagine how many of you look at these Facebook pages of these celebrities and other people with these enhanced features? And you see these women with ridiculously big lips. And of course, don't forget the big eyebrows and stuff like that. So if you have pictures like that and you want to post them on our website, please do. We'd love to see them.
Yeah. Well, we're coming to the end of our show now. And those of you who are watching or watching later, this is what we want you to do with us. You take your cup, you raise it up, and you say with us, I like coffee hot, I like coffee cold. I like coffee in the pot, one day old. And slurp. That's the important part. You have to slurp at the end of it.
Oh, yes, or it just doesn't work.
So this is the close of our show, The Moon's Over Missouri. We thank you all for watching, and we'll hope you join us tomorrow with some more topics from the news.
Yes, it'll be
See y'all
10
later.
o'clock Central Standard Time.